We'll get started because we got something good. This is the 2250 $20 freeze out. As you can see, I've flopped a full house. This is a single raise pot, and we got one caller, so the best case scenario is ace king, ace four, and my sevens. I guess we just keep doing this and hope for a spade. No spade. I think we try to look bluffy here by going slightly under pot. We may get called by a king. It's kind of really hard to fold a king. Oh, that's this one. And we got one call. And we should see pocket jacks, pocket tens, and king queen, I would imagine. Ah, pocket jacks. Maybe could have gotten more on the flop. I kind of doubt it, though. Probably just get one raise on the flop and miss out on the pot growth with the turn bet. Oh, let me change the title here. What is today? Fucking Tuesday? All right. There we go. That's pretty good. Yeah, so that's this one. It's the only tournament I have going right now. I haven't decided, but I may get into some other tournaments, but I'm not really that excited about them. Oh, there's a space in there that shouldn't be there. There we go. So yeah, so we have that going, and these are all 6 max 50 and L, these three tables. So that's what we're playing because there is no 9 max going on right now, which is fine. But yeah, 6 max is kind of the only deal. And we're just going to bet. Calls. This player is super aggressive, but he's also not an idiot. So yeah, we're going to have to give it up. He loves betting big when he's actually got it, so that's fine. That's fine. I've been doing well, even though he's super aggressive and he's on my left. I have a lot of history with him. Camera's a little, well, my chair's a little high, so. And we're live. Jack's pretty good. We had a min raise from the button here. I don't expect too much craziness. 5 on the turn. I'm just going to bet half pot. We probably don't get called here like ever, unless this is just like king queen or ace queen suited. But there's, you know, I mean, there's just no reason because like if we're not going to get anything in there, we're not going to get anything in any time. There's another 6 max I may get on just because this table's kind of bad now, so I'm going to get off that one and replace it with this one. It's not that it's so much a bad table, it's just that there's better tables. Like, why sit there and play against guys that are, you know, regs and all like that when I have another table over here that can have a couple of really nice spots to play against. Okay. So We'll stick to the tournament for the most part. I'm doing okay after that pot. I'm in 31st out of 79th. It's probably going to be a smaller tournament today, just because it's kind of slow. A lot of traveling going on in Vegas today. Been really liking the 6 max. I made it a point to focus on my 6 max ranges and honestly just watched a ton of 6 max, like not even on streams or anything, just like watching these games, and started taking notes on the side for a couple weeks. And nothing specifically on players, but basically it kind of reminded me of a story that I heard about Wayne Gretzky, who, when he was a kid, he had a dry erase board with a whatchamacallit, a drawing of a hockey rink on it, right, that was permanent, so he could draw lines on it. So then what he would do is he would watch the hockey games and trace where the puck went, and where the most overlapping lines were. When his father asked him, "What are you doing?" he said, "This is where the puck goes. If you go where the puck goes, you'll have the puck." And that's kind of what the philosophy that I brought to trying to learn 6 max a little better, was that I'm figuring out where the puck goes in this instance. So we had a raise here and a min raise from Kenneth here, which doesn't have to mean much. So I just cold called it, and the original raiser cold called it. These bets can be nothing. It's a half pot bet. Call the scourge barrels. Keep betting. Open button. Call 3-bet chooses. Okay, so he's fishy, but he's probably got a better pair in that instance. So we're gonna let that go. So should probably be 4-betting because that 3-bet doesn't mean anything, but I think it's fine. I'm up a couple buy-ins for the day so far, so I'm feeling pretty good. I don't always like just calling this, but I think against this player I do. And keep my range wide. He's new. I'm just going to check and probably bet turn. If he bets, I'm going to fold. So I should have bet the flop, but I can't do anything other than raise, and with the player behind, I can't really do that. And I'm going to 3-bet this one. I don't 3-bet as much as the other players, or even as much as GTO suggests you should. But it's all kind of relative. It's kind of just good play kind of stuff. And we're most likely going to have to bet twice. I like that. I'm going to check it because it's kind of my best card. And the queen on the river, I guess I'm going to try to make it look bluffy. Hopefully he's got pocket fives. But this should look like a bluff. Like, I have an ace, and if you have an ace, you'll just call. Although I'm not sure he has an ace much. If he has pocket tens or pocket nines, he should definitely be calling. I guess he just snap called the flop with air and was looking to float, but never got an opportunity. So maybe betting the turn would have been the move, just to make him do something. Dun, 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 dun. Guess we should just keep going back to the tournament. Feel good. I'd really like to do well in this tournament today. My last couple days of tournaments have been okay, but not great. Speaking my language right now with all that Wayne Gretzky talk. Hi, kitten. Nobody else here, but if they were, I'd tell everybody to say hi to Hayden. The beautiful boy. Lovely, sweet boy. I am a pervert. I don't love this normally. I'd like this to be a 3-bet, but versus Kenny, I don't really think I have to, especially in position. I think he's going to give himself away. So when he has pairs, I think he's just going to bet. This is kind of small. I could probably do something, but he's just going to read me as a flush draw. So I'm not 100% sure I can get the fold yet. Or 90% sure. That's all I need, really. But we'll see. I guess I can move this over just a hair, right? Yeah, that's better. Ooh, good flop. I'm going to lead at this one. This is one where if we catch somebody else with a king, we'll get paid. And we want to charge draws. I'm just going to keep betting half pot. We don't have to be up against a flush draw. I do have the king of hearts, which is nice. It is a min-raised pot, so they can have whatever. So we're not exactly sure. Oh, it's a limped pot. Never mind. So flushes are definitely possible, especially coming from this player. Yeah. I think we just have to keep betting there. That's very tempting, but yeah, that's my biggest fear is the queen coming off. The queen kind of invalidates my whole hand. So it's raised here. We got a call here, and I called. Zhang is kind of a bluffy, or not bluffy, but gambly player. This is usually just all bluffs. So Zhang's not supposed to have an ace. He didn't continuation bet. It's interesting when players who bluff too much and gamble too much end up with decent hands like pocket jacks or something there. They don't c-bet, but they will make crazy bluffs when they weren't the original aggressor. Getting all our hands on this table. I just got all my stuff in from the vape companies. I have my 2 favorite flavors back, and I'm so fucking happy. This is absinthe and kiwi. It's a recipe called Twisted. And this, which I just made, is rose candy, Hungarian rose candy, and sweet tarts. And it is one of my all-time favorites. So this is interesting. If there hadn't been for the limp, this actually plays a lot different. I'm just going to give it up. If it was suited, I would call, but I don't know. Ooh, that's so good. It's so good. I just mixed it today. It's not even fully integrated, but it's so good. Gotta remember to keep going back to the tournament here. Can you guys see that stack over there? Yeah, you can. It's a little off, but it's fine. this absinthe, though. Oh, that is so satisfying. Yeah, short stacks, so we're not going to 3-bet. They're going to kind of tell on themselves. We're going to bet the turn. We're obviously going to bet twice if we need to, but that bluff should just always work. It's not bad, too, because we have Queen 9. We have removal to hands like 10-9, Queen Jack, Queen 10, Ace Queen. All the hands that should continue without a strong hand, like without a pair or whatever like that. We have all those removal cards, so that's good. 10-9, Jack 9, Queen Jack, King Queen, all those. Just gonna go ahead and bet like I have a pair. I don't know what to tell you, man. That's why you don't play that wide. Like this player is just like I mean they're playing like 80% of hands. It's just so all you got to do is just have something with removal like an ace or a king or a queen, and just call, and then they're gonna check the flop, and then you can just steal. It's not my fault you played too much. You know, you played too many hands. Got one I like over here. Raised pre-flop. I find that I've had to type these bets in because there isn't a 1/3 of this pot by blind. So I think still making the proper proportions is good. And we do have to bet 3 times. I don't know if he ever gives up a 9, but he might. Or he raises me because he has ace-5. Ooh, triple barrel. He may have just been on a draw, but I really think he had a 9 there. I feel like it's just too scary. And he's not wrong. You can call twice with a 9, but you can't call 3 times. It's just, you just too often beat. But I will turn my hand into a bluff, no problem, sir. Oh, we got the 7 deuce. For you, Hayden, if you don't know, 7 deuce is the worst hand in Texas Hold'em this game we're playing. It is the statistical worst hand. It loses more pots than any. It's actually such a bad hand that in live games, they will do a thing called the 7 deuce game. Meaning if you win a pot, either by showdown, meaning you have the best hand with 7 deuce, like you make 2 pair or something, or you bluff with it and you show the 7 deuce, everybody else at the table, if you're playing this game, has to pay you a certain amount of money. So usually it's like a couple blinds. So like if we're playing 25-50 here, 50 cent, usually it would be like $1 or $2 or whatever. But in a live game, usually you see that at 5-10, so you get like $10 from everybody at the table just for winning with it. So it's an incentive to do something with the worst hand in poker. It's real fun to watch. I kind of like it. Can we flop another full house over here with the pocket 7s? I'm just going to call. I could 3-bet, but this player is super deep, so it's not really going to isolate much. And I want this player to overplay his hand sometimes. And just taking a flop is fine. Obviously, it's a limp pot, so anybody can have anything, but the jack shouldn't live here. The king's not bad. I am going to bet half pot, just because this is a limp pot. There shouldn't be a lot of kings, but there should be a lot of flushes, and they should be in the blinds. So having a diamond is nice, because if somebody does have a jack, they're going to continue to trap me. But again, nobody should have anything there. So I probably had the best hand, believe it or not. Maybe this guy was thinking about it with a 6, but I have that beat, so it's whatever. Had my shot today. I'm feeling good. And went to the store yesterday and made the lucky decision to look in the whatchamacallit. I was sorry, a friend of mine's going through something, which is kind of my life these days. But that's okay. Some of us are there to be there. But, forgot what I was saying. That's tasty. Should be good here a lot. Run worse is going to bet pretty much every time. I kind of wonder if donking here isn't a bad idea. I think it is because after this long pause. So I'm going to go ahead and bet 2/3 approximately. A little under that. We should see a raise from better hands. We'll see calls from overcards, ace, king, ace, queen. Flush draws will raise, which kind of sucks, but I think we kind of protect our equity here. Nice. Kenneth is kind of my issue, but not really. After he takes that long, he should just be giving it up. Yeah. This player down here has been super ultra hyper aggressive. They've given me a ton of money. If this player hadn't called on the flop, I would be calling here. Actually, they're betting so small, I am going to call. I just don't want to get raised here, but the bet is so small. I thought he bet half pot, but he bet less. But we may get raised here, which would suck. He calls, and the worst card in the deck comes off. I don't think we have bluffs here at all. This is a lot of king-queen with the king of hearts. Yeah. Now he's betting over. See, these weird betting sizes are kind of whatever, because he kind of gave it away. Like, he had... I would bet money that he had the king-queen with the king of hearts, and this player had an inferior ace. I probably should have 3-bet pre-flop, but what are you going to do? He's been hyper-aggressive. He's given me so much already, it's insane. Like, we were on other tables, and I fucking stacked him quite a few times. He's one of those guys who hates to get bluffed. So, it's very easy to get value. Thought Zhang was going to 3-bet. Snap call, the ace. I'm just going to go for thin value. I don't think he even had a king, honestly. I think he was just floating. I probably should have checked the turn because I really didn't feel like he had a king or a flush draw. So I probably should have just checked the turn and let him bluff river since he's out of position. I probably fucked that up because I don't get any money out of him 90% of the time. Yeah, I think that's a mistake. Yeah, I gave up money there. It's just sometimes players, like, they'll see the ace come out and they'll just think that you're bluffing because the ace is such a scare card, but he really doesn't have anything here to contend with me. Like, what does he ever have here? Like 5-4, 5 deuce. There's really nothing there for him to keep going with. So I fucked that up. I shouldn't have bet. I should have checked, and then he would have bet like 2/3 on the river, and I can get the value out of it. Yeah, that's a mistake. I've been noticing little mistakes like that and correcting them. Hey, thanks, Wild Buffalo. Definitely feel good. Nails came off. Trying to learn how to do dip nails. I'm thinking I'm going to do that later tonight. Is there any reason to get on this table? Ooh. There is, but I kind of like the tables I'm on, so I can't get on it. Another table just jumped up. All right, gut shot. Player out of first raising. He can definitely have an ace. Is there floats here? Sometimes. I do have removal to King Jack, Ace Jack, Ace 10, Queen 10. That's a super micro bet. I do think we call. He can absolutely have an ace. I think if he checks turn, we may bet river on a flush card, a diamond. But he should be betting bigger here. Yeah, there you go. All right, good for you. Yeah. I mean, he just gave me a free pull at a straight there, so that's fine. Ooh, heartburn. Oh, that's what I was saying, is I had the presence of mind to get some lactose-free ice cream. Holy shit, is it good. Like, that might be a problem for me. So limp, limp, limp. I complete big blind checks. Not bad. Really not bad at all. Third nut flush draw and a pair. Obviously, it kind of depends what happens. I am going to go ahead and bet. I'm going to bet right around 300. I don't want to bet like exactly half pot because it kind of looks like bullshit to people. So when we futz with the betting, I think it's better. Likely to have the best hand here unless somebody has like King 5 or something like in the blind. Or like Ace 7. Ace 7's got me, but I'm going to bet the river, so 1, 2. What do you got? 3, 4. There we go. Position play. Sometimes the worst position is the best position because you get to act first. Sitting at 8K now, averages 82.71. We're 35th out of 81. I believe this is still in late reg. Let me see over here. No, it's out of late reg. Nice. Just ended like 20 minutes ago. So it did break the guarantee, which is nice. Top 24 getting paid $34 min cash for a $20 entry and $567 for first. That 500 would look very nice on my account. So we're going to go for that. Second prize, though, 410. We got this one here. Run worse, open small. We raise. Learn to swim is super aggressive. He fucking slow rolled quads on me yesterday. I flopped 8-6-6, and we got down to the river, and it was like a king and then like a 4. And then I overbet the river, and he raised me, and I took my time and jammed. I'm going to bet reasonably. He's going to re-raise with 8s, 9s, 10s, jacks, kings and aces, obviously. 7, 6s, and 5s. So this is one of those ones where there's so many hands that I beat and so many hands that beat me. I don't think I'm folding. Like, what do you do with pocket jacks here? So he makes a raise. This is a smaller raise. He is kind of an interesting player. He can definitely have flopped a straight or 2 pair, but I think we just get the money in. Yeah. Set. 8, queen. That sucks. There's nothing to do there, though. It's just, if the board was a little higher, it would be fine. If the board was a little higher. Like, if the board was like 10 jack 4, it would be fine, but he's just going to have a set sometimes. And, I mean, I could have called, but... And the 9 probably would have saved me, but honestly, he's only going to have 27 left behind, right? 28? Yeah, so we can't fold. So he's going to do that with jacks and 10s and 8s. 8s especially. So 8s, 9s, 10s, jacks. There's just too many hands. So it's fine. You're going to get stacked sometimes, man. It's just what's going to happen. Because queens play like aces there, honestly. There's just so many hands. It's just a 1 in 12 shot. And he calls with 8s. He calls with jacks. He might give up 10s and 9s. He definitely calls with like 2 pair combos that I'm not too bad off of. And straight combos like you know, 8-7, 6-8. I'm just gonna check here. This nobody should have much of this, but I should have the best hand unless this is like king queen. The 9 on the turn isn't bad. I might stab here. I think I'm gonna stab. This is my biggest problem, is this guy. There's my buddy who just stacked me near the table. Heart on the river. He's probably gonna call with a queen or an ace, but he'll raise me with a flush, so whatever. I would bet a flush this exact way. It's kind of hard for him to have a 9. Unless he has like pocket 6s again, I don't see myself getting raised. He might be thinking about it with like pocket 10s, which is a really good call. And he is a good player. What took you so long? Like, I know you're sitting there going, I have the ace of hearts and I have 2 like, what are you... You don't raise me? Like, you seriously don't raise me? That's just awful. That's just bad. I got a 6. We can bet. I'm going to check back. He can sometimes have diamonds, but he's usually supposed to have hearts. It's kind of rough. It was a small open. He could have pocket 10s or like ace 5, but I don't think I could fold here. 5-6. I mean, what are you going to do? That's like the only combo where he's not bluffing, because even the diamonds don't bet that big. So, it's fine. That's fine. I'll raise these often, but not always. I'm probably just going to give up. 4 is nice. Why do I keep getting the same update from fucking UPS? UPS has a problem, man. Like, they have... One of my favorite things about UPS, or USPS, is that they're tracking... You could sit there and set alerts on your phone, and it'll be like, oh, it's moved from this facility to that facility. But I keep getting the same notification that it's moved from position to position in the fucking USPS itself. So it's like, yeah, I know it's at the departure center. Thank you for like the 5th time in a row. Kings. I'm just going to go big. My buddy hates being raised, so I don't see him folding. Yeah, I know that's coming. The problem is he's so hyper-aggressive that I'm kind of like, huh. Can he have this suited? Yeah, he's that kind of guy. I'm going to give it up. I'm going to give it up, honestly. It's not good. Hey, what's up, Chloroform? How you doing, my man? Yeah. And he could have just flopped it, honestly. Like, I'm not worried about giving up kings there. I could have checked behind, for sure. That would have been the move. But what are you going to do? Take 1. 5, dealer. 9's good. 9's kind of good because he shouldn't have any 9s. I worry about run worse. I am going to go ahead and bet. This looks like charging flush draws and protection. I think we just check back. Yeah. Had an 8. That's fine. Obviously, I'm not going to win if I bet the river there. Little downswing there. Still about even for the day. Actually, I'm up if you take out the tournament entry. Maybe a little bit too much bluffing. It was really the queens. Limp, raise, fold. It's my buddy. Okay. Swim might squeeze, but I still like my hand. Fun fact, you're not supposed to bet low flush draws. Because when you get too much action, you can definitely be up against a higher flush draw. So you're supposed to bet the big ones, not the small ones. He's got something. I'm not even gonna attempt it. Yeah, he's got it straight. Interesting. I think backdoor flush draws and gut shots allow us to continue. Backdoor flush would be really great here. So is you're supposed to have an 8, so 8-9 is a problem. He could have 10-jack with me. Kind of hoping he has 10-9. I don't think we can fold. He actually had a queen. Good for him. Wow, that's unlikely. It's funny because I'm thinking the only queen that should be there is queen 10, but me holding a 10 and a 10 hitting the board kind of takes that away. What did Soj have? King, queen. Wow, Soj, you played it bad. Why didn't he raise? You have king, queen, no 3-bet, no fucking flop, turn raise. What the fuck? Like, and then he overcalls when I'm calling. Annoying. That's just weak sauce, bro. Maybe he's in a weak mood today. For anybody who wasn't here, this is the tournament I'm playing in right now. Sitting 44th of 72, top 24 getting paid, I think. Yeah. So, that's that story. The rest of these are 50 and L6 max. Annoying couple of, like 30 minutes there. That's a large open. If two people call, I can call. Nope. Good flop. I couldn't continue. Even though this is bullshit, I can't continue. Because he's either overplaying a pair, so jacks, kings, ace, queen, king, queen, aces, or he's just going to keep pounding it, and second pair if I don't improve on the turn. And if I do improve on the turn, I have to get it in, so if I hit a diamond, a 7, or a 10, I have to check jam. So, I'm glad I folded pre. I didn't have to face those decisions. Have you ever been part of a study group, or have you always done everything solo? As far as poker goes, I've never really had a lot of friends that played poker. When I did, they weren't as serious about it as I was. Like, they were just kind of bangers. Like, I don't even think they were... I don't think they were ever serious about it. I was telling this yesterday to somebody that they were the kind of players that like to win. I hate to lose, so that's what drives me to study and all like that. They would say they hate to lose, and it's bullshit. They just like to win. It's a completely different thing. So I've never really had poker friends to do study group things with, and at this point, I'm kind of in the rhythm of studying and review on my own. If I had someone who had like solver knowledge, and I had the budget right now to get like GTO Wizard or whatever, I would probably want to form a study group. Since I have lots of spare time at the moment, I was wondering whether I should try and find a group or just one or two other people. I think it's a good thing. I do. I think finding a study group to run other things by. I will say, even though the players that I was studying with, or not studying with, they while they weren't putting in the effort, it was very easy to learn from them by the mistakes they were making. Like I was trying to explain c betting, I remember, to one of them, and delayed c betting and all like that. And his closed mindedness, it just kind of like allowed me to go, oh, okay, so when I'm playing against somebody like you, I know how to beat them. Like that was how I learned from them. Because for the most part, unless players are really taking it seriously, it's kind of a waste of time. But yeah, man, I would say try it out. You know what's good? Discord groups. So like I don't have a Discord group, for my stream, but like Jamie and Kevin and Matt and all the Staples crew and Pav and what's his name? All the guys who stream, they pretty much all have Discord groups, and those a lot of times have a section that's called poker discussion or study or something like that, and you can usually get some really great information out of that. And I know quite a few people that have gotten in through Discord groups and like really improved their game, because people also share resources. That's the thing. Like, let's say I have a subscription to like Run It Once or some other poker group or whatever. Upswing would probably be the one. But you don't have access to it, right? So then we can just go on there on my account. Like we could split the cost. We can go on there on my account and then get on Zoom together and share our screens, and we could both just be going through the material together. And it's super. I'm sure Doug Polk wouldn't like that, but it's kind of what you get when you get study groups together. Everybody kind of shares resources. So I think it's a good idea. It's a min re-raise. I don't love it, but I do have to call. It's going to get tricky with this ace. I'm not too worried. Honestly, my biggest fear is pocket tens. He should have ace ten a bunch. Oh, he's ace jack. All right, that's fine. Yeah, the min raise was super weak. I thought about check raising turn, but it's kind of silly. But he just did a technical 3-bet. Like with his hand, he should be 3-betting big. Plus, like 90% of my, well, that's not true. I was gonna say 90% of my study is reflection on hands that I've played and analyzation, but that's not really true. That is 90% of my review tactic is, going over the shit in my head, and I actually can replay whole tournaments, and it's not a blessing, it's a curse. Trust me, because you'd be trying to go to sleep and you're like, okay, that was hand 86 of this tournament. And then you're just kind of sitting there watching the hands replay. It's kind of maddening, actually. But so you don't want it. But I will say, outside of my organized study, like on sites or, really working things out, this guy is so aggressive. I mean, and it sucks because I just have to wait. I just haven't gotten any hands against him since the other table we were on. Limp call. I think we do have to go a little bit bigger here because we're representing an overpair. I'm usually just going to get check raised by flush draws. Wow, I'm getting some big opens up here, man. Look at this. Like, that's 4x? Yeah, it is. Almost 4x, just under. Pretty good. I'm going to play it very similarly, but a little smaller. That's the thing. The bet has to look like that. So sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't. That's balance. I think Ruse is the industry standard solver now since it has a lot more things you can configure. But Pio and GTO Plus are definitely better for when you're playing low stakes since you can adjust ranges, traits, and run scripts. Yeah, I don't really worry about, at this level, solver shit. I'm kind of the Phil Galfond opinion that you don't really need solvers until you get to the 200 NL level. Although they are helpful, and they're very helpful in tournaments. But you can kind of figure it out with push-fold charts. I do want to work with GTO Wizard because they have a daily like quiz thing. So you can get on there and it'll give you the thing. Because that's my problem with solvers is that, like, unless I have a specific hand that I'm running, like, I have nowhere to go. It's like I can't just create in my head, okay, you know, I'm in a Discord group with people who have coaching from Pete Clark or any other of his courses, and they're always super helpful. Yeah, man. People who have see, that's really the way to learn is to have a coach. I mean, I wanted to invest in one, but then life got shitty. Try to look around for different games. It's a lot of the same players, so changing the table wouldn't really do me much good. Yeah, it's pretty much all the same, which kind of sucks, but it just means that other players are going to come in a couple hours and we'll be good. I get to play against my buddy. See how aggressive he is. He's never going to fold. I'm going to go ahead and bet. He's always going to do this. I think it's usually a diamond draw. Now, if he gets super aggressive, I'm going to give it up. Because the only move would be to jam here, and he's not going to fold a diamond draw. So if I had ace-king, I would just jam it. But he's making every move in the book. It's kind of crazy. And he's going to get fucked. Like, he's playing 100% of hands, and he's going to get fucked. But you have to have something. Because he's not going to fold. Like, if he has any kind of hope, like, 1-over card, he's not going to fold. And my ace-jack is not doing well against that. I'm going to check back. Because he can absolutely have ace-jack. Also because I don't want to run him away. He bets half pot. We're going to go ahead and call. He can have ace-king for sure. But when I check call, it's got to kind of make him nervous. But if he is bluffing, we want to allow him to continue bluffing. Just in case. He had ace-jack. He's supposed to give up ace-jack there. Having the ace of diamonds is kind of meh. That's frustrating, these fucking California players. Like, I just never have... Like, that last bet, it shouldn't be an auto call. God damn it. Well, we got the aces. Might as well set it off. Probably not going to get any fucking action. I opened big in first because I'm trying to get people to define their hand. And I get 3-bet on the button. There's some argument for re-raising here. But I am just going to call. My raise was big, his re-raise was big. So we can obviously be up against aces, kings, queens, jacks. I'm going to call. Ace on the turn should slow him down. And I am going to bet the river. Sometimes he folds jacks. Kings. I made the right play because I'm supposed to have an ace there a ton. I'm supposed to have ace queen. But people just ain't folding, man. He raised, bet the flop, bet the turn. I go call, call. That is fucking frustrating, man. The guy just fucking calls a 3-bet with ace-jack and just flops perfect. Annoying. Alright. Still the best. Hey! I don't think I got called there. No. Oh, well, we're on break. All right. I'll be right back. All right. Mr. Beast cookies are vegan, which for me just means they're easier on my stomach, and they're really good. They remind me of like a gourmet Famous Amos cookie. They're really good. Whatever. Gut shot. He should be checking flush draws on the flop. But then again, so should I. I guess we got a downshift, man, because these players are not folding. I think they all see me as, like, super bluffy at this point. And I got 3 of the same players on 3 different tables. So, if that's the consensus, I got to nut up a bit. Not be so aggressive. Pretty good. I hate it because I can't fold. Oh, that's a good card. It's a good and bad card. Because he can have ace, king, and king, queen a lot. God damn it. How? Ugh. And he just calls. It's like, I never have ace, queen. He always has ace, queen. He should be check raising me there so that I fold a chop. Like, he should be check jamming with king, queen because I never have ace, queen. Ever. He always has ace, queen if he has a queen here. He's not supposed to have king, queen because he's supposed to keep betting the turn. It's fucking hilarious. Oh, God, that is frustrating. Fucking down 2 buy-ins now? You gotta be kidding me. Whatever. Oh, it's annoying. I gotta stop bluffing so much. I gotta really show down some good hands. $61 players left in this. I'm currently sitting 46. Top 24 get paid. So, we're not doing bad, but we're not doing awesome. The average is, what, 10,900? So, 1 double. I used to have a rule when it was like this where I wouldn't play any pot I didn't raise. But I think that's very close-minded. Because there are some pots you want to call pre-flop at every case. Nah. I'm between the 2 most aggressive motherfuckers in the world, and I can't get anything for showdown. He said as he flopped a straight draw. And turned a straight. How do you ever have 3-7? Oh my God. The bottom end is never good, but it's supposed to be good there. So we see a raise out of first, kind of a big one, and a call. I have 20 blinds, but he's out of... You know what? I'm just going to call. Normally, this is like... In 90% of tournaments, that's a jam. But I just don't have enough. It's fine. Yeah. Hey. Got rewarded for my just call. We are just going to rip. It looks kind of ridiculous, but it's under 20 blinds. Why would you bet the 10-Jack river? You're only getting called by better and you have showdown value. Not true. Absolutely not true. That is a spot where you get called by ace-king. You get called by, whatchamacallit, well, ace-king mainly. But it is absolutely a spot where you're supposed to bet. I didn't think it was, but you're absolutely supposed to bet that spot. Trust me. That's when you can run through the solver. With his betting pattern, you can absolutely bet that. You're supposed to. I used to miss those all the time. Betting those spots kind of, it's rent makers. Like, because people sit there and call you. Here, I'll bring it up. Where's the 10-Jack? You got to also remember the removal I have. Like, you get called here, believe it or not, by like ace-king, Jack 10, or sorry, Jack 10, Jack 9, 9-10. You get called by 10-7. You get called by a lot of shit, believe it or not. Like, you really do. And the most commonly is ace-king. But you can't do that blanket rule thing, man, where you only get called by better. And here's the thing, I'm not even supposed to get called by better. I'm supposed to get raised. Like, I'm absolutely supposed to get raised. This is fucking annoying. God. Raise, call, call. But yeah, if you don't bet those, man, if you don't bet those two pairs with a one-liner on the board, you're just throwing money away. Like, I noticed, like, about 2 months ago, 6 weeks, that I was getting to those showdowns and checking, and then, like, just winning the pot, like, an inordinate amount of the time. That's weird. I'm going to check, because I'm going to try to induce a bluff. 7's not bad. He can also have 8-9. He can also have king-queen. He can have 6-7. I mean, it just sucks, but I can't fold. 10-Jack. Oh, my God. Frustrating. Very frustrating. Like, and from this player, it's like... But yeah, I started noticing that I was losing, or that I was winning on all those, but leaving so much money on the table. So I kind of looked into it and did some stuff on Flopzilla and shit like that, and just started looking at the percentages. And I actually found 2 or 3 videos by Jonathan Little and one from Upswing Poker where they were talking about betting 2-pair on a one-liner straight board, and like that exact betting pattern was just constantly like the 10-Jack is good, because you're just going to get shown ace-jack, or you're going to get shown ace-king, ace-jack, aces, ace-10. Like, the queen just doesn't exist there. Like, it's different because WSOP is very behind, but what are you going to do? The check is ace-jack, because there you have showdown value. All right. I don't love it. I hate being out of position with ace-king, but I don't want to go 3 ways again. Lou calls. I am going to standardize small. And I'm going to check the turn. There are some 2 pairs and straight draws. He bets pretty big. I'm still going to call. He can have king-queen. He can also have queen-jack. He can have a lot of shit. He has the fucking queen-jack of clubs. It's so annoying. It's It's annoying. And you got to have bet folds in your arsenal too. Like, you know, when I bet the river, I should be getting raised by any queen just to try to get me off a chop. I'm checking twice because this player's kind of whatever. It's the only way to get money out of him. I just won a couple of hands against him very similarly. Oh, I got a setup here. It's kind of the driest board in the world. That's the only draw that comes in is 10-9. 8's pretty good. Well, I lost the table. And there's some new ones that I'm getting on that look better. So, we'll see. Just gotta keep doing the right thing. Yeah, I'm losing a few tables here, man. Like, that kind of sucks. Like, a few, like, good players just lost their internet connection, which really sucks. Oof. And then there are just some bad tables going on. So I've only got 3 games now. Yeah, but I truly don't believe in the what calls you is only get called by better hands. That's so rare on WSOP. The answer to the question, what can call you, many times on this site is a worse player. That's what will call you. Alright, well, I mean, I've got nut-up tables, which kind of sucks, meaning I have to, like, just make hands and let people lose their fucking mind. But, like, I'm surrounded by the most aggressive fucking players. Which is fine, it just means that I don't get to play in my favorite way, which is to be super aggressive. Like, these are the spots that are kind of like meh. I guess I should also start raising bigger. Like, opening bigger. I mean, I gotta bet something. Quick call. Jack in the river is not great. This is my problem over here. Ugh, God, he's got a jack. Just bet. Really? The fuck took you so long? What's the bluff? So, what's the bluff? The bluff is Queen 10 or King Queen? 9-7? Wow. Queen 10 on my left and didn't bluff it. All the perfect removal. Didn't bluff it. Huh. That's really strange. Maybe that is not bluffing. You know? Maybe they're anxious. Who knows? Can I get on this other fucking table, please? Jesus Christ. Yes. Okay, I got a much better seat, so I'm getting off this other table. So the screen might look fucked up for a minute. Getting off this table, which is hilarious. We're just going to do that because this guy doesn't have much, so he's either going to put it in or he's going to fuck off. Well, now we check. There's no way to fold. He has a pot bet left, but he may just jam king queen. Like, it's one of those ones you just can't. Yeah, ace jack, whatever. I chop. It's fine. Like, he should just be jamming all flops there. What's this other table? No. Stole a few pots. Players are kind of doing dumb shit like this, like the limps and stuff. Saw a raise and a call, so I just called. I could have 3-bet for sure. That's kind of interesting. Should be a lot of Jack 10, which is probably good now. 8-9, yeah, just the same. Ace King. What'd you have? Ace King. 5 deuce. Guess we should be 3-betting more. Just calling with the 10s from the blind. 10s, jacks, 9s, really like calling from the blind. Probably going to go for a check raise. Especially if Tom bets. Tom bets half pot. We are going to raise. There's no real combos of 2 pair. Yeah, we just take it down. That's fine. I don't think anybody had much of anything in my hand. Super vulnerable. Plus, there's a lot of action killers. If somebody has like ace 9, we want to get the money in. Yeah, I like these tables better. Seats are better. All right. All right. 10 in the river is kind of great for me. It's also good for him, though. He could be delayed c-betting, so there's a possibility to raise. Is there a better table here? There is. Well, all these tables are kind of equal, though. I'm going to save it, because I've got 4 tables, so I'm fine. Wow. Big old bluff. Snap call. Might go 3 here. If he has 2 pairs, not folding. Nice. The 5's just nice to have because it takes away set combos. But I think he was just on a flush draw and missed it. Like, and he's not thinking about it with like second or third pair. So that's nice. Pot did I win? Oh, the 8-9. I stole it pre-flop. Okay. Just kind of creeping up. I am 3-betting this one. Just tired of going 3 ways to every flop. Hey. I'll take it. Smaller. Wow. That's a good call. A lot of players don't make that call. It was very aggressive on the flop, too. Jack's up here. Not the worst. Haha. Did you flop 2 pair? He flopped a set. Wow, you really backed off. That's not... His turn bet, I can't fold to it. Wow. Glad I did the half pot bet, because I don't think he calls a big one. Which is nice. Oh, Courtney's home.
Hey.
Hey. Okay, we got one here. Player limped from the small. I call. Make a 10. Club's nice to have. Kind of depends what he bets. I was going to say if he bets like 800 or less, I'm calling. He can definitely have some aces and some better king or better tens. It's kind of tough. This is one of those ones where it's either super weak sauce or I have him crushed. He could have like king 10 or like ace 3, but I don't think I could fold. Yeah. Super weak sauce. It was just all bet sizing, really. It's going to be rough if he raises the next one because I have ace queen in the small. He's on the button. But we got about 9,800 now, so that's pretty good. Check. Let it go. So I decided just to call here because this player is shorter. Don't mind that. Kind of worried about this. Good card. Oh my god. Wow. Well, I don't beat ace king. I don't beat ace jack. I don't beat pocket sixes. I do beat the king queen of spades. I do beat the queen 10 of spades. I do beat the king jack of spades. I do beat the ace 10. All right. It's close. It's a lot closer than you think. A lot closer, actually. All right. That cost me 6 to win 58. It's close. It's almost too much. That jack's the worst card. I was just thinking no queen, no jack. It's the worst card because king jack, queen jack, two jacks, they all raise the same way. So if I was ahead on the flop, I'm much less likely to be ahead now. Can also still have aces, right? He's taking too long. He's got me. He's got me crushed. He checks. I think we just check back because there is a good chance here he has aces or jacks. He can have queens for sure, but I don't think we're getting him off of that. Can he have ace queen? For sure. I think we just have to check back, yeah, because of the ace queen. Yep, that was a nice one. Yeah. But he acts the same way when he's got it or when he doesn't. Gonna bet. No, I'm not. I'm gonna check. There's a lot of checks behind. I can't. I mean, this player, I've seen this player just bet every pair. Oh, don't do that. Oh, God. That's what I get. That's what I get for thinking. Yeah, I was right to check fold, but he's betting every pair. He had king, queen. I mean, I'm right, but I would have gotten there. I don't think I'm supposed to call, though, even at that price. Because of the player behind. If the player behind didn't exist, then yeah, because I have bluff possibility. But with two players, I really don't. I think I'm going to ditch this table. Yeah, there's just so many better ones. Yeah, there's a lot of better ones, man. Fuck this table. Yeah, enough of that. Ooh, good table. I didn't even look at it. I just saw the open seat, but that's a really good table for me. That I just got on cash game. Not bad. I think if the turn comes off a non-club, we're just going to jam. Nice. He had a lot of outs. He had so many outs, I thought I lost there for a second. Woo! Nice. Eights are just aces there. It doesn't matter. That's a nice little jump up, huh? Ooh, got me a set. Kind of have to make the bad bet. And I'm going to keep going until I encounter resistance. I can't bet the river. God damn, he hit two pair. Son of a bitch. God, like the king's supposed to be just the worst card for him. God, I can't believe that. How does he have it? So now I'm in 21st out of 41. 24 get paid, so I'm gonna find out how many chips are in the tournament at this point. Let's see, 5,000 chips times 134 players. Very small tournament today. 670,000. So the in the money average is 28,000 about, which means final table is about 75. How do you feel about WSOP being moved to Bally's? I lived at Bally's almost a year during COVID. Wow, that's crazy. That must have been fun. It's actually called the Horseshoe now. They've changed the name to the Horseshoe, which is fun. And I think it's going to be a disaster. Here's the thing. Since last year, Tropicana has begun this major construction project that won't end for about 2 years. We actually call it Dropicana now because it's so awful. It's half shut down. You can't get in or out off the freeway. When you do get off before Frank Sinatra, it's down to one lane. It's really horrible. And when people are heading there, like, remember that line at the Rio to get to the Rio when it was there? This will be 10 times worse. Horrible. Oh, it sucks and it's good. I was really worried about him having ace-king or king-9. But the queen, if I get called after betting the queen, I just lose. I raise pre-flop, bet the flop, take it down. It's ridiculous in these tournaments how big you have to bet. Like a standard C-bet is half pot. It's fucking insane. It's all good. I like powdery, but I like the texture. Everybody else hates them. I'm going to go delayed C-bet. Actually, I'm going to go full trap. Yeah. No reason to raise there. I'm just so fucking far ahead now. Like, if he had bet the turn, I could maybe think he had trips, but When he checks back and then bets the river big, it's never a flush. He would have bet small. We're above the average. We're in 15th place. I opened this one, got called. I bet small on the flop. I'm going to check. Call. Wow. So sets of sevens. It should be a lot of flush draws. Ace 9. Ace Jack I would have been fine with, but Ace 9, really? Got another minute to pop in. Everybody say hi to Hayden. Hayden's a very pretty young boy. And I enjoy him very much. So everybody say hi, Hayden. He's actually a very self-assured femboy. Recently became a femboy. I'm not saying I had anything to do with it, but he did find his confidence. So, he's very gorgeous. So, everybody say hi to Hayden. Crazy cheap rooms. I'm only Diamond Plus, and most nights were $10 to $30. Yeah, I'm the one above that, above Diamond Plus. I forget what it is, but it's great. You get it from just playing online. I get treated like a fucking king over there. So yeah, I get rooms at the Rio a couple times a month for like $10, which are great. The Rio's just amazing, still amazing rooms. Like the casino itself is shit, but the rooms are clean, big bathtubs, real comfy beds, great views. They're amazing. Sixes and jacks, dealer. I'm going to go ahead and bet. I shouldn't be up against king too often, unless it's right here. I am going to have to bet twice. As long as no diamond comes off. 10 jack can be out there, but I think we just bet like we have two pair. The only thing that calls us here is two pair. Everything else raises. Unless he's got a set or something over here, right? Like set of threes. But very unlikely. Nice double barrel. Bluffy, bluffy. A little bit of this, huh? A little bit of this. What do you got? What do you got? That's a big raise. It's kind of too big to call. I mean, the player's obviously getting frustrated. I'd love to see somebody else call, then I can call. But I don't want to call because somebody behind might jam. So I may just give this one up flat. Yeah, I'm just going to let it go. Ooh, but I just nutted the bottom hand. And I'm going to check because of that fucking club and paired board. Yeah, of course I win. Ugh, it's so annoying. Just kills all my action. I can't even bet. Queen deuce and ace 10. I could have gotten something out of the ace 10. are still 41 players left. Not a lot of motion going on in this tournament. It's been at 41 for quite a while. Nice. So this player opened and then checked. I bet the flop and he called. I think I'm just going to check because he's going to have, yeah, eights. He's going to have an 8 a lot. So I'm not really going to get paid, and I'm kind of vulnerable after the 10 comes off because he can have ace 10, king 10, queen 10, 10 jack. So I don't mind it. Yeah, this thing has been at 41 players forever. I'm in 11th now. We're still 16 off the money, and honestly, I wouldn't really start going for the major steal until it's like down to 32. Bad flop. Okay. It's a pretty good flop. We may be aggressive here. Yeah. If he wants to jam, we can get it in. Yeah, that's what I thought, pal. Ooh. Ooh. A lot of little pots going on, which I don't mind, but it's just like, give me the big bangers. Gonna bet. Takes that long and then calls. I'm going to check the turn here because he's supposed to be on a flush draw here a lot. He can absolutely have sets. He can absolutely have a king. The jack's kind of really bad because king queen you wouldn't really think about it this long, but king jack you would. So, and plus I have 2 queens, so it's hard for him to have king queen. But he's taking a long time. I don't like it. I kind of don't like it. I'm just going to blocker bet the river. And if he wants to raise, he can. And I'll just fold. I can have ace queen. He can it's very difficult for him to have ace queen. It's kind of easy for him to have a jack, like ace jack. I have queens on another table and it's getting complicated. I mean, he can't be thinking about it this long with a king, right? Jeez, what a fucking great bet. Moron. So this one, I raised, he re-raised. He bet small on the flop. He's betting small on the turn. This is just trash. Check this one. Same hand. I wanted to call this one, but this guy jammed over it, so I can't call. Yeah. Got the queen. And the ace. Hey, we're down to 40. Average is 17,179. 18,8. Should start stealing. Oh, now we're down to 39. Okay, we're losing players quick now. Should probably start stealing in a minute. God damn, queens again on this other table. It's a short stack. It's always a king. Check. Call. This is no. That's one where it's like, what's going to call you if you raise? Only the king. So it's kind of a trap. It's kind of a, a safety play. Fucking Lou. He loves re-raising. I have to call these because they pay off so good when we hit. That's not the worst. It's got to be a little scary even if you have an overpair. I do think we call. This is a problem. God damn it. He didn't raise that much, so he can definitely have sets, but he can also have overpairs that'll stop now. Got a set, but you let me get there, man. You didn't bet enough. 9 on the turn, I don't even have to think about it. Sorry, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Fucking awful. Fucking awful. I mean, on the flop, he bets small. Right? He raises just over minimum. And it's like, if he'd made it 20 on the flop, like, that's just it. But he made it so I have to call $8 to go for a gut shot or a set. King on the turn, he bets 9. Because he's trying to keep me in. Meanwhile, that's supposed to be good for me. I only have $20 left. So when the river comes off and I make the 6, I can just jam right into him and he has to pay it. It's fucking hilarious. Ugh. This is a bluff catcher. I'm just going to check. Yeah. I think he was thinking about bluffing, but I don't know. Check. Like, he should have called the flop and then led the turn big. Or just check raise the flop big. Right? I'm going to limp. This guy's the actual chip leader of the tournament, so I want to see what his position is. If he's very aggressive, we'll get raised here about 90% of the time. And that's a big raise. Okay. All right. That's worth the 300 chips extra to find that out. Ooh. So we have 30 blinds. Love to see a raise. Love to see a raise. I am going to bet. Okay. Double and ditch on the other table. I could have checked it for sure. He had just an 8. But he's protecting it. That's smart. Yeah, I definitely could have checked it. Ooh, another good table. So the min re-raise from... okay, so, alright. That's a pretty good flop. Hopefully he's got what he should have when he did this last time, which was an overpair, queens. He bets the full pot. Now, this is usually weakness, but we're going to treat it like strength and just call. It's strength, so he should have queens, kings, and aces here, so kind of the perfect run out. Queens. My notes had exactly that on him. He min re-raised from the blind with queens. And I raised this one pre-flop. Got called twice. I'm betting the flop small. Get called. Kind of interesting. Player can have 4-5 for sure. I do think we want to keep betting. No, I'm going to check. Okay, the 5's not great, because we now actually lose in showdown, but he should be leading all aces. There's like nothing I can beat here. Yeah. Yeah, that's a bad time. Yeah, my notes on that guy literally said, or did you guys see it? It was this. I don't know if you saw it. I'll replay it. I thought you saw it, but I raised and he min re-raised, and my note actually said min re-raised from the blind with queen queen and plus. So then I flopped that. He bets pot, which is usually weakness, but I counted it as strength. He bets pot again, checks river. I jam. He thought about it and called, and of course he had queens. So I don't know if you saw that, but there you go. We might be getting it in here in the fucking tournament. I'm 25th out of 34. Raise out of under the gun. Wow. From the big stack. So I don't have fold equity. Well, now I'm fucking just folding. Fuck this. Like, I don't have fold equity versus this player at all. Off that other table, we did a double and ditch. And now we're getting on waiting lists. I don't know what tables I was on. But we'll find out. Pretty good. Check. Call. Check. Fucking lucky shit. No 3-bet pre-flop with the queens, by the way. He would have gotten it all if he had. Oh, you did see it. Okay. 32 players left, 24 getting paid, and we need a double. Oh, rum break. All right. I'll be right back. Having another soda. You can't stop me. Nope, not that one. Waiting list. Waiting list. Oh my god. Did I miss all these lists? Oh my god. Waiting list. Alright, I'm just fucking limp. Oh my god, take longer, Elon. Fucking idiot. Yes, I know. This board hit you. Very good. Good for you. Yeah, you know you should have raised pre-flop. It's so funny. I was thinking king queen. It's so funny, but he's gonna have like 2 pair here somehow. 10-9 or something. Really? You have nothing? What the fuck are you thinking about? Like, seriously, bro. I gotta see what the fuck you had. Deuce 6, and you're sitting there thinking, like, dude, if you can't find a bluff with deuce 6, you you need to give it up, man. Like, oh, now this fucking table's dead. It's so annoying. Okay. Open ender. Shitty one. Huh. Full pot should be weakness. Good play, bro. Oh, you guys missed it. He bet full pot the whole way. He raised pre-flop and then he went pop, pop, pop. Oh, I can't believe you didn't see that. It was so great. Here, I'll put it up in a sec. Okay, so he raised from the small blind, right? I called. I flopped the draw. He bet full pot. He bet full pot. And he bet full pot. And it's just an easy call down. Like, I wasn't even really worried about the hearts at all. I thought maybe he'd have a 4, but it's just like, whatever. But he's just pot, pot, pot. So it's just like, whatever, bro. Now he's going to try to get his revenge now. And we're going to check back. We're going to bet. Probably going to get raised. I'm going to call. Ooh, he actually hit the queen. That's the perfect setup. That's the perfect setup. I lost the minimum, too, because if I had bet the flop, he would have kept going. But the delayed c-bet was perfect. I'm getting off this table in a minute. Hey, thanks to boss. Appreciate you, man. I'm going to check. Pick up a club draw. I'm going to bet the turn. He just saw me check an ace the previous hand. I mean, is this table okay? Nah, I gotta get off it anyway. Waiting list. What about this table? Can I get on this one? I don't know if I can. I think I'd like to. Nope, I gotta wait 20 minutes. Shit. Because I'm rat-holing. Yeah. Alright. Limped pot. We can absolutely bet that. This is getting brutal. We're down to 30. Top 24 get paid. I'm in 28th place. I don't hate it, though, because I have fucking 10 blinds left. The question is, do I want to do a stop and go in a multi-way? Because this is kind of rough. Because, like, it's one blind to win, like, 7. Or 8. 8.5. And if he calls, it's fucking 9.5. Alright, well, I have to call. Can't be ace 4-4. So, we just check fold now. Wow. Should have been jamming pre. Get 3-bet by Lou. Obviously call. He checks. We're going to go ahead and bet like we're protecting an ace. Nice. He probably folded a better pair than me. Queens, jacks, kings. He over raises pre with those hands. So. Well, it's nice to win about $200 in the last 2 hours, but it's not so nice when you're just even. I had a really bad downswing there. Like, just kept running into this fucking best hand with the second best. This is exciting. 28 out of 28. But it's very close. Bottom 24 get paid. And the guy who's got 24, who's in 24th has 10K. And then it goes 9, 9, 8, and then my 7. So one double, we're in the middle of the pack here. And then 2 doubles, and we're above the average. So I'm not really sweating it. That's the way this tournament goes. You just kind of got to play more solid than the guy next to you. Did I not take the seat on this fucking table? Somebody else took my fucking seat, motherfuckers. It's annoying. A pretty good table that I was able to replace with. It's not bad. Yep. 27th out of 28. Top 24 get paid. This is a good jam spot versus these players. The hand's obviously a jam. Once I get past these two, I'm kind of happy. Sweet. That jumps me up to 26th. I am just going to call with the suited. If it was offsuit, I would 3-bet. But it's got too much equity. pretty good. Yeah, I thought maybe he'd go for it with the quick bet. Just gonna call. He's super small, so I'm just gonna raise small and try to work his money in. Yep. Put more on the table. I would have won less if he had 50 on the table. It's because he had 20 on the table that I played for that much. Like, if he had 50 on the table, I would not have gone for the raise and the flop. I would have gone for a bet on the turn in the river. He would have lost $10 instead of $20. But because he only has 20 and he can't threaten me with that 50, then it's whatever. Don't need another table, thank you. Oh. 27 out of 27 right now. 24 get paid. I kind of feel like I don't need to bet this, but I'm going to. This is kind of like in case I get a hand I can bet the river with. Bet. Like if a 7 or an 8 comes off. So I can't really bet twice here. Yeah. But you get a little something extra, and it keeps him from bluffing the river, right? Because if we just go check, 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 and he bets the river, it's kind of hard for me with third pair or second pair, rather. Like, so if we just check all the way down. Got a more interesting suited ace on the other table. So this player just sat down, and he just opened pots with a short stack. I don't know. I have to fold the one on the top. I don't know where he's coming from. I'm going to go ahead and bet. See what happens. I feel like John was going to bet the turn no matter what, because he's a good player. But I can have Queen Jack, Queen 10. Good for you, John. You're a genius, bro. Take longer with 2 pair. Check. 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 Nice. folding that one. I raised John 3-bet. I'm just going to fold. Might have one in the tournament here. Nope, never mind. Somebody limped. Thought I was going to get to push King Jack on the button, but second position limped. Just gonna check. Damn, right around it. What the fuck? Sweat this one out. If everybody folds to me, I have to jam. It's kind of good. Well, I'm getting the money in now in the tournament. I have ace queen over there. I'm just taking a second and then jamming in like 3 blinds, and the big blind is sitting out. And I got called by 10-9. Look at this shit. Oh, trip aces. Thank Christ. And I won the one on the other one too with a simple c-bet. Nice. Christ, I got 10K. Nice. That puts me in like 22nd. It's not that he's not supposed to call with 10-9, but it's just like, it's just kind of rough. Oof. Damn, that's a lot of chips. God damn. He just rejammed for fucking 16 blinds? I mean, versus a late position opener with a dead money on the, or with a dead stack on the button, I get it, but down to 26, almost hand for hand. Getting so many tweeners. This guy has limped and folded, and this guy has called along and folded. Oh, let me get a stop and go in here. Such a good jam, so I'm going to check. Alright, stop and go it is. Ace King, are you fucking kidding me? You played the trap with Ace King, you fucking loser. God. That's such a cooler. I go out fucking 26th. Oh my God. That's just gross. There's no way I'm getting away from it. That's annoying. I don't think there's any more tournaments I want to get into, so we're going to play some cash. I just got 4 cash game tables going. That's what we're going to do. And it's such a perfect setup, too, because nobody sees the king. Like, nobody sees the king. And it's just such a cooler. Like, I've been called there by second pair so many times at that point in the tournament. That's, like, so ideal. Alright. Small re-raise. We'll cold call. And that's a 4. I mean, you 3-bet. Tens are possible, more so than jacks. But we bet because King-Queen is also coming along. 9 on the river kind of sucks. We're going to check. King-Queen lives here. Alright, we're good. He might bet like if he has pocket 10s now. But he could also have queens. Wow, that is a big bet. I don't think I'm playing good enough today to fold this. If he has pocket 9s or 10s, I'm going to puke. King-Queen. He actually made the King-Queen. I can't believe he 3-bet the King-Queen and then just called the turn. That's so bad. God, that's fucking annoying. He 3-bet the King-Queen suited. Oh my God. And then just called the turn. It's so bad. And then he bets fucking... Oh. Like, he's just going to have Jack 10 and queens and aces and kings. Like, you'd be amazed how many times people have fucking aces there. It's fucking unreal. And now he's disconnected? Oh, Jesus. That's so fucking annoying. Just nothing, right? King 6. Pair. Three bet. Professor, how long have you been here? 1 minute? Shocker. Everybody thinks they're Barry fucking Greenstein. Da, 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 da. Good to see you guys. The fuck don't you bet? Like a jack calls you, queen jack calls you. What the fuck are you doing? That's kind of hilarious. This one. Little loose. Get off our hand here. Hey, thanks for the follow. Mayama. Or Mayama. Much appreciated. Ooh. We got all the equity. So these are always interesting because this player is so short that I kind of don't love it. I'm going to fold, actually, believe it or not. Great fold, Josh. Great fold. Yeah, that's the thing. It's either all or nothing. Why did this guy have to call? I got a weird one over here. Player limped, or player raised, and 3 people called it. This guy bet micro on the flop. I called it. I made the nuts. Check. Still have the nuts. I think I'm going to bet $5 on the end. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bet $14.99. I'm going to bet everything but a penny. Yeah. Sometimes players will see that and be like, oh, he's bluffing. He doesn't want to show his hand if I jam. And then they'll jam and with 2 pair. Same short stack. This could fuck it up because of Kenny in the middle. It's a pretty good flop. Kind of want to see him jam. Checks. Yeah, I guess I can go small, right? Because he's supposed to check jam here, any kind of equity. Yeah, and we kind of avoid getting caught up by Kenny here. Hey, how's it going? Hi, I'm just lurking around new here on Twitch. Nice. Good to see you. Thanks for coming out. I don't know what Kenny's doing. Hey. Ace high all day. Good to see you, Miami. Here's one for you. And for everybody else hanging around.
Hello there.
Appreciate you coming out. You like the upgrading logo and emotes? Thanks. I was wondering if I'd be interested in custom designs for my channel. No, I would not. It was nice of you to come in and follow, man, but I don't buy shit. I make my own shit. Thank you very much. Not that, you know, your talent doesn't have, you know, basis, but I don't make enough to do that. Like, go talk to Mr. Beast, man. Like, I make like a couple $100 on Twitch every like few months. It's really not much for me. Well, Player out of position is betting. And we have the nuts. And we still have the nuts. He should have a flush, right? Or a set of nines. Set of kings. Wow. I raised this player 3-bet me and then jams. Wow, really? Like, this is actually kind of tough. Believe it or not, this is actually kind of tough because he's gonna show up with jacks here a ton. Okay. Hey, you know what? I don't really feel like guessing today. That's fine. Yeah, he's just trying to fuck off his stack. I'll get him. Get on some other waiting lists. So, player raised, I called this guy 3-bet. That's half pot. I'm just going to put him in. Sometimes he's got a bigger pair. A lot of times not. Oh, double spade. Steal it back. And now we got this. Yeah, people are doing some wacky shit. Games are juicy. Any Memorial Day plans? No. You know, it's one of those holidays that's like it's one of the barbecue holidays. Like, and I don't really have like family out here that I would go spend time with like that. So no, not much. Usually on holidays like that, you just kind of. Might win this one. Yeah. Deuces twice in a row. Still no set. I mean, am I good twice in a row in a check down with deuces? Don't do it, Tommy. I am! 2 hands in a row, checking down with deuces. Ace, king, ace, jack. And ace, jack, jack 10. Look at that. King, jack, ace, jack. Everybody had a jack but me. If you had a jack, you can't win. I probably could have just jammed on this guy. Yeah, it's fine. Hold. Hey, hold. He's still got 4 outs. That's hilarious. Hey, full house. There's a lot of that going on. People just dusting off little stacks. It's kind of nice. Got this one. Yeah, I remember you. What'd you have? Like 10 queen? 10-3. So he had a 3. But he's playing a 10-3 on the button. Kind of whack, bro. Kind of whack. That's the thing during the series, man. You gotta remember, people are spotting you the best hand all the time. Yeah, I don't really like do holidays much. Like the big holidays I tried to do last year, it's kind of, it was kind of a situation. And they were fun. We had a lot of fun on Thanksgiving, had a lot of fun on New Year's, but holidays I don't really like. Meh. so much equity. Always got to bet twice. Always got to bet twice. Not bad. He's going to go big. Wow. This guy is so bluffy, I almost want to call this. But he's going to have 8-jack, and he's going to have clubs sometimes. Wow. That's really... Yeah. Plus, he likes to show bluffs, so he would have showed me. I think that 10 really hit him hard. Like, for sure. Yeah, he's going super bluff-tard. So, hopefully we can hit a 3. On 2 boards, I need a 3 up top too. I need one here. I need one here. Well, I picked up a flush draw on the top board. Missed it on the bottom. This guy's got like a 7. Yeah. Do I get to defend? Versus cat, I do. Not bad. Pretty good. Pretty great. Ah! You really have a pair? King 4. No, he was just pure bluffing. It was like he's supposed to have a pair there. Could raise, not really necessary, because that's going to happen. I haven't hit a set in a while. Well, I hit a couple sets, but they fucking got fucking beat. Close. I don't think I could have gotten him off it. It's like trying to bluff somebody off top pair. It's just not what you want to be trying to do. Eight six. That bluffy guy. I think he was at 8-6. Speaking of which, we're going to get to play against him here. Three bet by Elon and four bet by this fuck. This guy is so bluffy. Elon's going to fold immediately. This guy is so bluffy. It's disgusting. It's so gross. Backdoor flush and straight draw, but against John, I don't think so. It's just not going to pay off enough. All right. Elon going to 3-bet? He 3-bets way too much. Every time. It's like his one move. Like, I should start 3-betting all the time because he's always going to do that. Ooh, right in the door. He's 3-betting me again on the same fucking table. I raised, he re-raised, I 4-bet. Usually doesn't take this long. You might jam. It's close. Versus any other player, it's not close, but against him, it's close. I gotta think for a minute. Oh, he took a long time, too. I'm gonna give it up. I'd never folding ace-king there, or ace-queen suited, or pocket jacks even, but... yeah. Okay. I was going to say queen high could be good here a lot, but I think I'm good now. 2 pair. He never bet. Oh my God. See, that's one right there. You have to bet that 2 pair. Because I'm going to call you with one. I'm going to call you with any pair there. Like, that's what we're talking about. It's like the 10 jack. Elon re-raises so goddamn much. This is a fun one. Maybe not. That's like the worst flop for my hand. Well, he checked it. There's no reason to bet now. I mean, I can be good here. Sometimes this player has like 8s or something, but I definitely can be good. Oh, you got 6s? Jack 9, he went for the bluff. What a great call. Elon's gonna rate. No? Wow. Hilarious. Look at this. Open rips for fucking 103 blinds. With kings! He just does it with kings! Wow. Wow. I mean, people just get tired. Good flop. Good turn. I decided not to 3-bet this one. And he just bet the flop, bet the turn. When he checks river, I know I'm beat. It's so shit. 3-bet me again. Guy's just so fucking lucky. It's a limp pot. Okay. Like, I want him to do it, but it's just like, It's just like I can't open. Come on. Alright, I'm going to count it up, see where I came out. I'm a little above even. Come on. No, I did better than I thought. I'm up like 35 bucks, so after the tournament entry, I'm up like 55 bucks in the cash. Not the greatest day, but in all honesty, I was down like at my low point, I was down like 200 for the day, so it's a good comeback. Just coolers and shit, but I definitely need to eat and clear my head. So I may be back later. I'm not sure though, but if not, I'll definitely be here tomorrow playing again. There's a couple good tournaments I want to play, and hey, man, that's kind of just the way it goes. But any day you end in the positive, right?